Hi, hello, Stephen with Ghost Tech. We're here going to do a live stream on a remote location here in San Angelo, Texas. This will be the old cemetery, old city cemetery that was back in the 1800s. At first, I want to go through just a couple of things real quick on just a few devices or equipment that we use. Right here, it's going to be just a quick. Uh, See, our camera here is for it's a full spectrum camera on a setup where I got the infrared lights, of course, cameras. I've got the good old trusty K2 meter, a couple of REM pods, and the EMF meter or EMF detector. Also, a couple of box devices that will go on with Spirit Box and the SP7 Spirit Box. Where is that SBS? Here we go. The SBS7. That all said, some of the equipment we use, we're also going to have some static cameras set up. One here, and some further down with the rest of the team members. Of course, the old building that burnt down across the street. But anyway, back in 1800, this was an old football field, and then, or I'm sorry, cemetery. And then back in the 40s and 50s, I believe, or I'm sorry, the 20s, it was turned into a football field for San Angelo High School. And that's what we see now as the old football field and the parts of school back behind it. So now we have team member Buck Manus. He's going to get in a story about exactly what went on here.
Well, the story, I started reading it, and it was contributed by San Angelo Live on their Facebook page. Every town has its spooky sites. And around Halloween each year, thrill-seeking enthusiasts scour the city to find and experience some type of paranormal activity. In San Angelo, at least one location is reputed. Sorry, it is the most haunted, and it has ghosts of its former citizens dating back as far as the 1800s. Back in the 1920s, as Stephen had mentioned before, this field was the old city cemetery. In the 1920s, the city manager at that time had published a notice to the public that if anybody had had relatives buried at the city cemetery, to come forward and claim the bodies, and they would be moved. Those that were not claimed were still moved anyway to what is currently the Fairmont Cemetery in San Angelo, Texas. In 1955, a water main had broke. They believed they had gotten all of the bodies out of the ground, but in 1955, a 20-inch water main broke. The city employees that were digging it up to repair it discovered bones and remains of at least one body. They had a what do they call them? A mortician come down to look over the remains, and they discovered it was actually 3 different bodies. And it was some of the city's founders from the 1800s. But we're here tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to find something and have an experience of our own and be able to share it with you out there in the world.
Hello, Neil.
So if y'all have any questions or anything right now,
Yeah. Now's the time.
now's the time to ask.
Right, like Buck was saying, right here, the old field. This is where you can see a couple spots where they dug up in the past. This is probably where they
Um, Markers or headstones at the time.
probably the
How
wooden
many?
markers.
Don't know.
Probably the old wooden markers, the old cross just made out of
Right,
wood.
right. The old wooden crosses, or even
So
back in the 1800s, some of them, all they had was just a rock. So when the city employees started clearing out the cemetery, they thought it was just a regular rock, when it had somewhere on it could have had initials scribed into it.
so
Or
that's
a
a good
name.
So it's a good chance those bodies, definitely if it's a cross and
Right.
wasn't able to be marked, those bodies are probably still actually there.
There are probably still some in the ground, yes, even today.
Right. So, I mean, that's a good question because, like I said, every time they do come in here and do some type of work, water mains and so on, they always find a body, and
Or
then
some type of remains,
or some
yes.
type of remains. All right. So the last time we were actually here, you and I actually investigated this whole place here with Kristen Jinks.
Yes.
Tell me what your experiences was. What did you feel like? I mean, what happened?
At that time, at that specific evening, I was standing just right over where that maroon vehicle is parked, and there's a music stand here where the band practices for the Central Bobcats or sophomore practice field. I had visually seen a dark form out in the field. I had an XP7 spirit box going, and at that time, we did have voices come across. Um, One was a female, and she didn't give a name, but it sounded like a middle aged female. And I had made the mention of, we are serious about this. If you want to come forward, let us know. Split second later, it comes across and says, "Are you serious?" in the female voice. That
All right, Buck, I'm gonna cut you off on this because
Okay.
the video hasn't come out yet. I haven't quite finished the editing on that because some of this right here is gonna actually go into editing on that process as well.
Okay.
But all you guys out there that are watching, yes, you will see what Buck is talking about on that EVP. It will definitely be marked and documented. You guys will see that, and it was quite a hair raising experience.
Yes, and to go along with that, once that video actually comes out and gets posted up, there are we've seen shadow forms, um, hearing voices on XB7, crystal clear EVPs.
Definitely a shadows just coming out of nothing, out of a straight field, out in a football field, and
Right.
I mean, I saw that with my own eyes, which was kind of
There's
creepy enough.
nothing out there to obscure your vision at all. No trees, brushes, or anything. It's an open field, clear view.
I guess you're looking, but check this out. Hey, Philip, go ahead, get me here to open this up for me. But see, we can actually get to where we can actually see things without a fence through it. So yeah, even with these shadow figures that just come up out of nowhere, and said seen it with my own eyes, and not only that, you got the building behind you that's was made in like 1890 or something, I believe, is what it's stamped on the top of it.
I believe so, 1890, and I do know that from around the time of 1950 to 1960, I believe, it was a furniture store.
Right.
And before that, if I'm not mistaken, it was a grocery warehouse where the grocery stores would stockpile their supplies and stuff back in the early 1800s.
Right. And of course, not too long ago, what would bring a lot of energy to this area. What was it, Buck? About 3 weeks ago, this building burnt down.
Yes, probably.
They actually got it.
Ago.
Yeah, they actually got it pretty cleared out because the last time we were here, there was still remains of that building everywhere. But it just burnt down. And I can't get this light enough, but yeah, maybe can to even see that. But yeah, we're gonna go Facebook Live on this. I'm gonna get one more interview with Kristen Jinks, everybody's favorite person. And
Jinkies, yeah, bring Jinkies over here.
yeah, we'll get her interview and her take on what happened on the last investigation.
What's that? Kind of? Yes. No.
If y'all hear music in the background, it's because they're having a concert downtown. So, I mean, we've already done an investigation here at this spot. We're just coming here to really get interviews and get some good day shots of this location. so I can do it and put it on edit my video. There's Kristen Jinx. Kristen Jinx Wilborn. Let me get this camera light down so you don't look like a ghost. There you go, Valerie. That's the empath right there. The one that can touch things and feel things and see things. All right, Miss Jinx, we come here and we did do an investigation here. What, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about a month ago.
About a month ago. Let everybody know that's sitting here watching what your experience, what you felt.
Well, out here there was a bunch of shadow figures dancing around, etc. We did a spirit box, and there was a female coming through of different languages and words, and a little child that kept laughing, etc. It was just really weird, and yeah, it felt peaceful, not very mad or angry. It was nice.
Of course, everybody knows what everybody knows about the history of this place, what's going on here.
Yeah.
About the cemetery being a cemetery, then all of a sudden they mowed it down and put a football field here. That would kind of make anybody a little uncomfortable, huh?
Yeah. I wouldn't be very happy if someone did that to my grave.
All right. Anybody got any questions? All righty. I guess we're going to conclude this live broadcast and let Miss Jinx go down there and do some investigation with the rest of the team. Or maybe, we got somebody just showed back up. A couple people showed back up. Let's see what they're doing down there.
They're still doing that. They had a name Alice and James.
Oh, they're getting, what's that on the Phenom?
Yeah.
They're getting Phenoms?
Alice is very mad about something.
Alice is very mad?
Yeah, she was mad about something apparently.
If I wasn't going to lose a live feed, I would actually walk down there. Since this is, well, let's walk down there. Anybody else want to go with us? Sounds like they already got on to somebody or something through EVPs. Now, I know we did go through all the equipment that we use. Of course, we got Buku's equipment, but the equipment we have here, it's only a field supply. Very limited equipment. We don't have the whole thing. Plus, it's a public place. Let's see, what do we got going on?
You got it, Joshua. Yeah, Joshua.
So we're doing the Phenoms.
You can come a little closer and talk to them.
Okay. Just hold it there. Got it on the camera.
Okay.
So if it comes across again. All right, Joshua, James, or Jim, Alice,
And Hope.
Hope, or even Asa Frary. Miss Frary, are you and your son still here?
Oh, there went that.
No.
Too much stuff going on at one time.
One of the founding ladies they did find a headstone. Stephen? Her name was Asa Frary.
Right.
That's F-R-A-R-Y,
Sorry
Frary.
about that, guys. I know y'all are trying to come through, but I'm right here. Y'all can talk to me.
Let's see if they're still talking here. So Asa Frary.
Yes.
Who's with you right now? You gotta get a little bit closer, sweetheart, so we can understand you.
What y'all are looking at is an app she has on her phone called Paranormal Tools. Or Ghost Tools.
Does anybody headhunt? No. No, I don't believe we headhunt.
Can y'all say here?
Just lost the live feed, but we're going down where we'll get another. I think while we let these guys down here and this team on this end, we'll go on the other end and we're going to start a spirit box session. How about that? All right. I think what we'll do now, we'll go real quick into an SB7 Spirit Box session. Everybody out there's familiar with that, right? Yeah, SB7. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me get here real quick.
You got 30 bucks on.
You're gonna be funny, huh?
Yeah, I'll hold it while you get it going.
Okay, anybody from the old cemetery? You hear this? Yeah? That was a little something. Are you from the old cemetery? All right. Got my K2 meter out. You're here talking. Go ahead and give me a hit. Okay. Yes. Did you say what? Good job. Okay, so I'm here with you. Can you tell us how old you were when you died?
Dub, we're in San Angelo, Texas. And thanks for everybody that's tuning in right now.
All right, so you were 16 when you died and buried in this cemetery.
Why don't you walk with it? Can you walk with it?
I can.
I would say put it out here a little more in the field.
Yeah, everything we have is mobile. Okay, can you tell us if you're male or female? Male? You
Male.
hear that?
No, definitely.
And a female. Wow, that's quite a bit of interaction right there on that one spot. Were you buried right here on this spot? Is this where they found you? Keep hearing you guys trying to come through. Tell us some more information about you.
What is your name? Or was it Steven?
Yeah, it did say my name. How many of you are still here? What's that? All right, I can hear you trying to come through. I'll try to give you some more energy on these devices that we have. Just tell us how many is with us.
No, we're still live.
Yes, she did. Here she is right here. There's that Kristen.
Yeah, I'm right here. Who's here if they're not gonna talk to me?
Is it a female and a male? So I hear a female and male voice. Female said here. Said right there. Hold the camera right there. He said, "You see?"
I can't see you.
It was a male that see me. Yeah.
That's why I did this like stop saying that.
Oh,
Cool.
no. I said, ooh, I think I just saw a shadow, like a mist pass in front.
Really?
Do you guys on the live stream have any questions you'd like us to ask? Was that a bug?
Hey, do you hear it talking to you?
I can't hear it. I think there was an orb. I'm not for sure. It could have been a bug.
It's sitting here answering your question. Come here close to it. Listen. You asked, was it a bug? It answered your question.
What did it say?
It said, no, it's me here.
What's your name so I know your name? What did it say?
Said he wasn't mad at you or something. I don't know. I couldn't hear what it said. You been on live stream and heard what it said? Good to see you.
What has a lot of energy?
Is a female talking to Alice?
Thanks, Megan. I'm glad you're here. And everybody else that's tuned in.
What do you say, Catherine?
Do you want to pick up the box and just kind of walk out there a little bit?
No, we'll do the box right here. I could walk out there, but you won't be able to hear what it's saying if I walk out there.
Okay. Thanks, Dub. Valerie, thanks. I don't think I've mentioned your name yet. Valerie wants to know if y'all know what year it is. Can you tell us the year?
What did it say? Hold on. It's talking to you.
Who's talking right now? Tell me a name.
All right, Valerie. Hey, thank you for being here and watching with us. She wants to know, Valerie wants to know, who is president right now? They're definitely being vocal. You just can't really understand a lot what they're saying.
Yeah, once we look at the footage and decipher that a little better for y'all. Did I say Crystal? Who said my name? What's your name? Mike? Glory? Yeah, I said Glory. Who is making SPN's life? Who's making her head hurt or their head hurt? Can you say my name again?
I was like Crystal. That's the one.
Thanks, Valerie. I'll let him know. Oh, I said Kristen. Ooh, I said Kristen.
Who said my name? Maybe in the concert. I could do stuff over there.
Are you still buried here?
I know, like kinda.
Hey, Dinah's got something we want to kind of go with the live and some findings that she just got.
All right, guys, we're going to go over here and check out and see what Diana found out. All right, what do we got? All right, this is some of the words that they vocalized.
Yeah, Donna, tell us exactly what you were doing when you got this.
Okay, I asked who I was talking
to, and Mary appeared. And I said, "Where are you at?" And she said, "At the gateway."
Reverend too. Not the Reverend. Yeah. The word Reverend showed up too.
Yeah.
And then she said, "School." I said, "Well, do you like it here?" And she said, "I'm rotting." I said, "Do you want me to find you?" And she said, "Find." Yes, we do have night vision. We'll use that in a little bit.
Actually, bring them right here.
Ask on your app there how many spirits are here and see if you can get an answer. Diana's going to ask that question right now. Hi, how many spirits do we have here tonight with us?
Hey, Crystal.
Yeah.
Right here, so.
Now, this is how dark it actually is. It's not real dark in Texas right now, but
Show them like just show them the screen right here. This screen, that's actually night vision. And watch.
can somebody tell me how many spirits we have?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can kind of see you. Who am I talking to?
Yeah, let them know. I mean, we just brought a small supply of our. This is nothing of what we have in our equipment.
Hi, Nathaniel.
This is just basically a grab stuff and go.
Yeah, this is just a spur of the moment kind of thing.
Basically, we really just came to this location for some B-roll footage to put out our actual video on this location.
And then also, of course, you know, we'll go through all this and put it on YouTube, and then it'll have the night vision and stuff on there. Have you got an answer, Diana?
I got Nathaniel.
SPN says she feels 5, or they feel 5. I don't know if it's male or female that they're talking. Nathaniel, how many people are here with us tonight?
Yeah, you do have some clairvoyants that are on the feed that they can kind of sense things through what they see, just like our empath right here.
Okay, thank you, SPN. Now I can say he.
Yeah, Val. Now you can actually meet all of Ghost Tech. This is not just one person on a site trying to network. You can actually meet all of us.
Yeah, in case y'all haven't met everybody, that's Diana.
Hi.
That's Philip. That's Buck, which I'm sure you just met him a while ago. Steven. Kristen. And me. I'm Crystal.
If y'all ever watched our trailer, you can kind of see. Of course, we look better. Of course,
Hi,
we look better
everyone.
on our trailer.
Okay, who do we have here? Water, yes. Water.
Nice to meet y'all too. Again, thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, definitely go do that.
Oh, let them know about the 18th. Let everybody know about the 18th. What's going to happen?
Yeah, on the 18th of this month, we will be teaming up with the Paranormal Files and doing the Old Park Hotel in Ballinger, Texas. That place it's crazy, to say the least. Do you want to turn the SB7 back on, or? We are going to do some live footage from Old Park Hotel, but since it is an overnight investigation, I don't really know how long we'll make it, but I know that we're going to do a live feed, and I'm pretty sure that the Paranormal Files will also do one.
This in my hand.
No, it's not showing that it's buffering for us.
Come up to over here. I feel like there's somebody over here. Who's here with us?
You standing next to Diane?
I don't know, Valerie. It could be your Wi-Fi Ours could be. It's just not showing me that that we're buffering. I'm gonna turn this light down just a little bit. Can everybody still see on the live stream? Be good.
Who's here with us? Hammer? No, we're not using the hammer.
Now Steven just put a REM pod out there, so
There's a REM pod, what we call a REM pod over here. Diane's gonna go over to it. If you go up, if you use your energy around it,
Can you touch this for me?
it'll light up blue.
go ahead and touch it there, Diana. That way we can show the people on the live stream also. It may be loose. There we go.
Can you touch that or pick that up for me?
It's showing that we're still live on my end, guys. Maybe click out and then click back in, kind of like refresh it.
Standing next to Chris. We heard you try to come through.
Like back on this side, Steven.
Tank hammer, office. Were you in an office when the hammer was being used?
Actually, on this side, because I think it's interference or something. Because every time I would go,
No, they just said whenever I was over on that side.
okay. I just didn't know
Guys,
if
did that kind of fix the buffering thing? Okay.
it's a fault. Sorry. I said whoa because it hit me in the hat.
Can you guys still see okay on the live stream? I turned the light down some. I can turn it back up if I need to.
Yes, the Old Park Hotel. That's gonna be our big.
Yeah, you can't go outside and smoke at the same time.
outside and smoke at the same time.
Yeah, she lost her Wi-Fi when she went outside to have a cigarette.
Oh, well, there you go.
Dang Wi-Fi.
But yeah, on the 18th, that's gonna be the big deal. With I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the Paranormal Files, but they're pretty good YouTubers, and they're pretty well known, and they do put on a pretty good show. If you haven't, go to their channel, the Paranormal Files, and subscribe to them. Cohen, he's a real good guy. I know there's a lot of Omar Gosh fans here. Omar Gosh TV. Yeah, one of these days we can get him to come with us to go to a real haunted place.
Feel you. Pretty shy?
Are you getting anything, Buck?
It keeps going up in red. In the last 5 minutes, I've had water come across. I've had ham come across, and now lady. So I'm trying to
They're all, I mean, they all seem relevant. I mean, you know.
yes, very active out here tonight.
Yes, we're going to do a live stream on the 18th. Before we actually do the live stream, we will try to let y'all know what time and stuff like that so that you can tune in. Yeah, they're going to be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Is that it?
If we can get one on Twitter, we will.
And maybe one on Twitter if we can.
And I'm not sure what Paranormal Files, but I think Paranormal Files is definitely going to be a YouTube and a Facebook stream.
Good deal, Valerie. Are you going somewhere? Are you going somewhere?
It's more tea.
Okay.
There's definitely somebody right there.
If you get back, if you and Kristen want to do maybe the SB7 over there
Okay.
and just see what we can pick up over there.
What that concrete area is. There's something. I think that's probably where they did excavations.
I feel like somebody is really there right now. I really do.
Okay. Lori?
Lady.
I don't know what time, if you're talking about the live stream for the Old Park Hotel, Valerie. We don't know what time we're going to do that yet, but as soon as we find out what time we're going to do the live stream, we'll try to let you guys know.
Tell me your name.
Are you shy?
What?
I'm just gonna leave real quick. He's got the family issues.
Okay. Sorry. Well, hate to hear that. All
All
right.
right, we're here to talk. We're family. We're all fam.
How old are you?
But yeah, that death in his family. So yeah, I'm sure he's gonna go with him. Do you want to do the SB7 over here, and then we'll probably end up stopping the live stream at right at an hour. That'll give us a little bit to do the SB7. No, once we stop the live stream, we're still going to investigate for just a little bit because we've actually already investigated here. We just still have to go through the footage and put it on YouTube. But we'll probably only be here about maybe 30 more minutes or so. It kind of takes a little while for us to actually go through, all the footage and put it on YouTube. So, sorry about that, but hopefully the more we do this, the quicker we can start getting it done.
Okay, we're here in your spot. Let us know you're here.
Can you say hi?
Yeah, I heard that.
What is
I
your
can't
name?
see it on here. I want to know the difference in the time. Let's see what time it is.
How old are you? Can you touch either one of these machines?
What time is it,
How
Stephen?
many's out here tonight?
Here. Philip, what time is it? Do you have it on your phone?
Who are we talking to?
It's 9:28 here in Texas.
How old are you?
Definitely, if you guys hear something, we may miss it. So if you hear something, definitely type it and let us know.
Can you touch this machine right here and let us know you're here?
it didn't have enough energy or no power.
What is your name?
Of course, when we do our live stream at the old park, Crystal's probably going to be your live stream manager, so get to know her.
I'll be your host, and I'll try to acknowledge everybody, but sometimes, it's just hard to do that.
Right.
How many with us tonight?
Five?
12? I heard 12.
Is it 12 or 5?
What did y'all hear?
I heard me.
Is Mary here? How about Alice?
And Alice will be one of the first people to get relocated.
Yes.
Asa.
Asa.
Asa was her name.
Reverend.
James?
5, is that what you
Did you hear me? He said, that's right. He said, that's right.
Jim? Are you here with us tonight?
So out of the 5, is it Asa or Jim? Who is it?
Jim?
It said Jim again, didn't it? Joe.
Reverend?
Yeah, Reverend.
Can you say your names one at a time so we can get them all clear, please? Mary, are you here? Mary, was that you? Hi, Mary. It's nice to meet you. Reverend, are you here tonight?
Something here?
Yeah, I've heard that. That was a male, real deep and loud. That went through about 7 different channels.
Okay, I'm hearing too many names. Can I?
Yeah, guys, on a live feed, on a SP7 Spirit Box, it goes through, like, within a second. It goes through about 10 different channels within a second. So you count 1 second, it's gone through 10 different frequencies. So if
Can
you
y'all
have
tell me
something
who
that
y'all are?
comes through, and if you could count it longer than 2 seconds, then yes, that's gone over, let's say 20
Quite a
stations.
few. Yeah.
At least 20 different frequencies.
Alice, are you here? Mary, if you're here with us, Mary, where can I find you? Can you touch this machine right here?
No way possible those just speak. Yeah, no, there's no way it just speaks.
No,
Not without something speaking through it.
yeah, it actually goes to white noise to a frequencies. It's got Yeah, that was a good response right there. It
How
has
old are y'all?
FM and AM frequencies that are combined.
Can y'all touch either one of these machines and show us that y'all are here?
I will. I heard a yes.
Who said I will? Can you come and touch it, please?
Yeah.
That's
Are you sitting next to Kristen or are you sitting next to me?
probably sitting next to Phil. Yes. It is. It did say yes. That was a complete sentence right there.
Yeah, help us through it.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Help us through it?
How many bodies are still in this field?
What?
It's time to give us names again. I heard 10.
That's what I heard, 10.
I heard 10 too in there, but I also heard other things.
Do you want to stay in the field or do you want to be relocated?
Yeah, we didn't bring it here, guys, but when we do the old park, you're gonna see the Connect SLS camera. I thought about bringing it here, but man, I don't know. That's a lot of stuff to be breaking out.
Alice, are you still mad because we're here?
Said yeah.
He might have been answering my question about
Oh,
being
yeah.
relocated, possibly.
Mary, do you want us to find you?
Okay, guys, there's only like 7 minutes left of the live feed, so I'm going to walk around just for a little bit. They're still going to do the SB7 box.
Really?
What did it say?
You went away, did you?
Yeah, I'm walking away. Can you show yourself on here?
Do y'all want us to relocate y'all?
Thank you, Valerie. That means a lot. We'll try to do as many live feeds as we can, but with jobs and everything, you know how it is. You can only do it when you're off.
Yeah, that's why it's important to get those YouTube subscribers, so when we're not at our jobs, we can come do this full time.
Please help.
Yeah.
Help with what? Let us know what you need.
How did you die?
Seeing something right over there. There's like a shadow walking back and forth next to the fence. It's dark in nature. Yeah. You hear that?
What did they say?
Please don't kill anybody.
Yeah, that was from the concert. Right, I completely understand that, Valerie. It's totally different when you're out here than, well, I mean, in a way it's different, you know, being out here, but watching live stream is probably as close as you can get to it. y'all remember Alice Todd? Did y'all hear about her? Oh, somebody's walking up. Somebody's walking up just like that. Myself, I just actually started investigating, I would say maybe a few years ago. Stephen's done it off and on for about 20 years. I was always a skeptic before. Well, maybe not so much a skeptic. It's just because I hadn't had anything actually happen. Once I went to Old Park Hotel, that put all doubts aside. Steven, that camera's still down there? Okay.
Right here.
Okay.
I got everything on the inside just in case. Yeah, there's a lot of homeless in this area. We are kind of in downtown San Angelo, like downtown. Can't really see the buildings, but they're over these old buildings. Matter of fact, if you look straight ahead up, you raise it up, like over there towards that building. You can't see it on the camera, but that's the hospital. And if you look behind you up to the top, you'll see the freeway. You might see some traffic over there at the freeway.
Mm-mm.
No?
No, well, yeah.
Yeah,
There goes a truck.
yeah, the freeway.
Right, I can understand that for sure. I mean, I was one of these people that always had a reason behind if anything happened. Well, it was because of this or because of that, but I kind of don't have that reason anymore. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're going to conclude this and maybe do, like I said, a little bit of an investigation. And just want to thank everybody that did show up. Well, really appreciate it. Spread the news, spread the word, have everybody possibly subscribe to our YouTube channel. And like I said, we definitely appreciate it. And Diana, say bye.
Bye.
Kristen,
Bye.
Philip, and Steven. All right, guys, until next time, y'all have a good night.